Okay, so it's that time of year once again where I've decided to lend you guys a little bit of a helping hand when it comes to uploading Universe Mode to YouTube using a WWE game. Now if you're a creator thinking about doing this, starting out can be a pretty daunting process. There's a lot to think about. So these videos are here to help you with that thinking process and give you guys some guidance and some pointers which I picked up when creating my Universe Mode along the way. Now I'm not saying my way's the best way, by all means, it might not be. But I'm just giving you my experience about what I think works. So I just recently uploaded this season's intro for SmackDown Universe Mode. If you've not seen that intro yet, you can do so via the link in the description box below, and I thought as a discussion topic, an intro is the best place to start. Now over the last few years I have moved away from using intros in fear of copyright, but if you take the right approach, contact the right artists and bands, copyright can become a non-issue, and an intro can be an awesome engagement tool for your universe. It's an opportunity to get your audience hyped. It's also a way to set the tone of your universe. And in this video, we're going to discuss all of this process and what needs to be thought about when creating your universe intro. So at this point I'm going to ask you to pause this video and go and watch my SmackDown Universe Mode intro. Not because I want the views, I mean that would be great and all, but I want to talk about certain aspects of that intro, so it's good for you to have it fresh on your mind. Now welcome back. Did you hit the like button? Oh, go back over there and do it. Come on. Really? Anyway, the question I have for you after you've watched it is, what was the first thing that stood out to you as part of that intro? Now I'm hoping you're going to say the song, because in my opinion the song is key. The song that you choose to be the theme of your universe mode is very important, and there are a few things to consider during the song selection process. So let's get the boring stuff out the way, the YouTube restriction stuff, because we spoke about copyright and universe mode on the channel before. And let me ask you a question. Are you planning to use your intro at the start of every Universe Mode episode? If the answer is yes, then you need to find a copyright-free artist or band when choosing your song. And I would say this is a best practice, because if you go down the route of using a popular artist or band, say Limp Bizkit for example, and you choose one of their songs for your intro, you're only going to end up with a big fat juicy copyright claim, and your episodes of Universe Mode will no doubt be restricted and not many people are going to see it. It's not worth the hassle. So it's really quite simple to find a copyright free artist or band. There are plenty of outlets out there to do so, one of which is certain YouTube channels which showcase copyright free music. One that I use is Montage Rock, and once you go to one of these channels, you search through their catalogue of music, you find the song that you like. I would advise that you contact the artist or band direct. You can do this by their Facebook page or their website and request permission directly. The reason why you do this is just because something's hosted on, say for example Montage Rock, it doesn't necessarily mean that it is permanently copyright free. By going direct to the artist or band, you can then make sure that you've put across how you want to use their music, and you know if they've accepted those terms and conditions. And of course, you've got it in writing, which is always a positive. Now if you want more detail around copyright, or you're still concerned about contacting artists or bands, I have talked about this in more detail in another episode of MOTU, which I have listed in the description box below. So I would say, if you're still worried, that's definitely worth a listen. So you've found a website or a YouTube channel which does showcase copyright free music, and just before you advance to going and contacting any sort of band or anything like that, I just want to take one step back and talk about that process of selecting a song, because you've got to think about the tone of your universe mode when you pick the song for your intro. Are you going for a commercial based universe mode with Raw and SmackDown? Are you going for a more extreme universe mode? Or are you going for a more fun universe mode? Because whatever the tone is of your universe, the song that you choose for your intro should reflect it. If your universe mode is going extreme, don't pick a song that's all lovey-dovey. You really do have to listen to the lyrics, because the song might sound great, But then if it's talking about relationships, does that resemble your Extreme Universe mode? Probably not. Also as well, if you're planning to monetize your videos, don't pick a song for your Extreme Universe mode that's effing and blinding. Yeah, that might work for an Extreme Universe mode, but every single one of your episodes will get demonetized because of that song being used in your intro. So take your time, listen to each song, listen to the lyrics, and work out if the song represents what you're trying to present for your universe. Very important. Now once you've got your song, permission has been granted, that's a big deal, and you can start getting into the fun stuff. Head over to your movie editor, I use iMovie, and work out which parts of the song you want to use and how long you want your intro to be. A personal gripe of mine, intros that are far too long. If you have a 5-minute intro, it ain't an intro. Intros are normally 30 seconds to 1 minute, 2 minutes at a push. My intro for SmackDown was 1 minute 15. I think that's pretty good. You just want your intro to make an impact, not give away the entire show. Now the length of the intro, don't get too hung up on it. Just set yourself an estimate, say 1 minute. You can then begin to cut down your intro song to that length. It might overlap 1 minute 15. It might fall under 58 seconds. But just keep around that estimate. Don't get too hung up on it. Now cutting down your song can be a bit of a pain. If you don't want to cut it down, you don't have to. Just pick a portion of the song, I'd say the hook, that's the most catchy part, and fade it in and fade it out. That's a beginner's way to do it. If you want to be more advanced, become a Timbaland or a Dr. Dre, you can cut up the track to have a beginning, middle and end. This will take more time as you'll be required to beat match, but that's what I did for my SmackDown intro. There was a portion of the song I didn't want, so I took it out. I really wanted the hook, that's the bit that people remember, and then I wanted the song to come to a complete finish. And that's what I got. The simple approach or the advanced approach work fine, but don't just use the entire song, it will be too long. So you've cut down your song, it's now intro length around 1 minute, and it's time to get some footage. First get your cuts. If you're going for a Raw or SmackDown Universe mode, you can grab your Raw and SmackDown cut graphics from the WWE network. These just spit your game footage up, and at the end of your intro, you're going to have your show logo displayed, so grab a cut of that too. Once you have them, drop the cuts into iMovie, and it's time to focus on the content you need in-game. So fire up WWE 2K whatever. Once you are in-game, make a list of superstars that you want to feature. I would also put them in an order of importance. So start the intro with a big name, that's exciting, and end it with a bang. In the middle, use some mid-carders to pad out the intro. Once you know which superstars you want to use, create some custom attires. And customization is entirely up to you. I think custom attires make an intro pop, but using in-game attires is fine as well. Once attires are sorted, go to custom entrances. Capture entrances. Again, you can keep it basic with standard entrances, but if you really want to add some more excitement, go into advanced entrances and add some pyro. Let's face it, everybody loves pyro. So once you've captured all the superstars you want to feature and their entrances, it's time to edit once again, so head back into iMovie. Now just to note, you don't have to use just entrances, you could use gameplay and camera angles from the highlight reel, be as adventurous as you like. The better the intro, the more excited your viewers will be. Editing together the footage that you have to your song is again entirely up to you. It's how you want to do it. But I would say short quick clips work best and try to keep to the beat of the song. It makes your intro flow better. Long clips being shown in an intro which is 1 minute long could be kind of boring. And how many superstars are you going to feature if your clips are long? Not many. My final pointer for your intro is to have variety. Make sure you use a good mixture of talent, starting from your jobbers to your mid-carders and your main eventers. Use male and female superstars and don't give it all away. Save up some of your big guns for your episode. Think smart. So there you go, this is the process that I take when creating an intro for my WWE 2K Universe mode. It's amazing how much footage ends up on the scrap room floor once you have cut down everything. Hours of entrances condensed down to 1 minute. But that's the process. You can have effects and add them to your intro. Most editing software offers some sort of gradient or tones. They can make your entrance stand out too. But I've given you the basics, so let's see what you can do. All that's left to be said is please rate, comment and subscribe. And if this video has helped you, please do hit that like button. But for now, I'll see you later.